Hey, what's up? This is Elijah. Welcome back to the channel. Glenses, this is how I see it. We have a phenomenal guest. Reached out on Facebook asking for people to talk to about being a dad, being a father. And Eliseo decided to hit me back within probably a couple of minutes, man. And I really appreciate it. And so you'll get to know him as I get to know him. So we're going to welcome Eliseo to the stage. How's it going, Eliseo?
I'm good, man. I'm good. What's going on, man?
I'm good, bro. People always say the word excited, you know what I'm saying? And it's overused, but that's what I am. Or I can say elated, to have you on the show. And I just want you to tell the people something about yourself. Tell us who you are.
So I'm Eliseo, born and raised in Gary, Indiana. I have a 3-year-old, and just like you mentioned in the introduction, of course we don't know each other from A to B. But I saw your post on Facebook, and since I am a father of a 3-year-old, I figured
Wow.
this would be the opportunity to talk about that because first and foremost, I am rarely a guest on any show, so I'm glad
Seriously.
I'm a guest. And now I could have a chance to talk about fatherhood, which is very important to me because
Okay.
I grew up without a father. So I'm glad that you invited me on the show. I'm glad to be here, and I just want to say thank you for the opportunity.
Oh yeah, for sure, man, without a doubt. And you know, I'm glad that you said that. You started that. You said I have a 3-year-old boy or girl.
Boy, looks
Oh
just like
yeah,
me. Looks just like
yeah.
me.
That's what's up, man. So we got a man raising a man. So that's what we're gonna be kind of talking about and diving into. Before we get into those particular questions, kind of tell us your perspective on what you would say is the difference between a father and a dad, or if you feel like there is any.
It's basically, in my opinion, it is the
That's fine.
same thing. Of course, dads and fathers, they play different roles. Some are active, some are not active.
Okay.
Some fathers or dads they just play the part financially, whereas other fathers or dads they play the part physically, because you don't want to have confrontation with the mother of your child or the baby mama. And then some people they
Mm,
turn around and they marry that woman. If there's not any hurt in the equation, or if they go to counseling and they figure out what happened in the relationship, what happened during the pregnancy, whatever the case may be. But for most people that are fathers and dads, they don't marry, which is
mm,
another sad conversation for another show. But
yeah.
in my opinion, I believe that fathers and dads that they're the same as long as you're active in your child's life, not just sending money or just birthday cards every year, but you're
Mm.
actually there to help him or help her if you have a daughter. In my opinion, fathers and dads that they're the same thing. It
That's
doesn't
pretty
matter if
cool.
you're single or married.
That's what's up. I mean, everybody has a different perspective, right? And so I asked that question trying to just to gauge what people are thinking. And you're the first that said I would say kind of say that they're the same, just depends on what definition you're putting with which,
Right,
right? And so the ultimate thing is, are you providing and being a responsible individual for this child? Right.
right.
So you have a 3-year-old son, right?
Yes.
So kind of tell us about your son. How would you describe him?
So Tristan is his name. He was born in February of all months. All
Okay.
months. It's still
Okay.
cold. It's still snow on the ground, depending
This,
on where you live. It's still cold. He was born on February 9th,
yeah.
2017. I was 27,
Okay.
maybe 26. Maybe I had just turned 27 in December. I don't know. Anyway,
Yeah.
he is a handful. He looks just like me during the winter months, and then when the summer starts to heat up and he gain a little color, he looks like
Yeah.
his mom. But he has my
Seriously.
last.
Wait, hold on, wait, run that back. So you're telling me that the dude has a change of he's a chameleon? Is that what you said?
Yeah, like during the winter cold months, he has my complexion, but when it gets hotter and he gets like a tan, he looks like his mom.
Wow. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. So I usually ask this question later on, but since he's so young, maybe you can remember. Do you remember the first time that you held him?
Yes, I do.
Can you walk us through what's your what happened? What was your thought
He was
process?
okay. So Christiana Tate, she had a C-section, an emergency C-section. So they
Mm,
cut him out of her, and I remember them having him off. So I was at the head of the bed where her head was, trying to keep
yeah,
her calm, and she was
yeah.
going in and out, in and out, in and out. And
Oh,
I
she was
remember,
fainting.
yeah,
Okay.
I'm guessing because of all the blood. I'm really not sure, but the doctor
Yeah.
told me like just calm her down, whatever. And I remember telling her like you're gonna live, you're gonna get through this, blah blah
Mm,
blah. And off down by her feet to the left, I remember them holding my son and like
wow.
washing him off and stuff. And
Okay.
then brought him over to me, right at
Yeah.
the head, and I had him in one arm as I continued to like rub her head. I remember all of this. I
And talk
remember
us through
all of
it. That's why I'm asking. Yeah.
so so of course put him back to get him I'm guessing sterilized or whatever the nurse had.
Mm-hmm.
I got
Blankets or something like
I got
that.
out of the jumpsuit. No, after I kept the jumpsuit on, and then they took her into another room,
I
and
kept
then
mine, by the way.
and then they eventually brought him into the room with her. So I
Mm,
remember all of that. I still have the picture even now on my phone.
that's what's up. What was your emotion? How would you describe your
Uh,
emotion?
Actually, I don't remember my emotion. I couldn't say that I couldn't believe he was mine, but
Yeah.
I was glad to see him here.
Okay.
We had spent about maybe 4 or 5 days in the hospital. I will never forget that because I had to keep on
Oh,
calling
okay.
Amazon to call off. I will never forget that.
Oh, okay. So y'all was having some trouble with the pregnancy at some
Yeah,
particular point in time. That what you saying?
yeah, because she wasn't as dilated as much, and then
Okay.
when I think she had dilated to maybe about a 6 or something,
Okay.
and then they told her that that you stop dilating.
That's
Um,
tough, man. Yeah, that happened to us
then like
too.
they'd turn her on her left side to see if they could get like a heartbeat, and they didn't. Then they turned her on her right side to get a heartbeat, and they had gave her epidural, and she was doing so great before the epidural,
Yeah.
and it was like, well, you're dilated slow, so we're gonna give you an epidural
Yeah.
or whatever. So they gave her an epidural, and then whatever else happened after that. Anyway, emergency C-section. Tristan was born
Okay.
4 or 5 days extra in the hospital,
Oh
and
wow.
we
Okay.
couldn't take him home just then. We spent probably about a week in the hospital. We
What?
couldn't take him home just then because, of course, we had to get well they didn't give it to us, but apparently from the older people they said that you were supposed to get a footprint or something,
Yes.
and we never did. But anyway, the lady came, she took pictures. I still got the pictures even now.
Oh
But
wow.
yeah, we just had to make sure that everything was okay for us to go home. And then as soon as we got home, we spent 18 hours at home. Then we had to get up and go to another hospital. I'll never forget.
What?
I'll never forget that.
Why did you have to go back to the hospital again?
I can't remember why we had to go to the
Oh, okay.
second hospital, but yeah, we made two hospital trips in the same city. Of course, one was around the corner
Wow.
from the other one, but
Wow.
I can't remember why. We literally had Tristan home for maybe a day and a half, and
Okay.
he had to go. He had to go back to the
To
hospital.
the okay. So what made you as a as a dad, father, want to even be there? Because the reason why I'm asking is because hopefully there'll be some individuals that find this video and they see the importance of what it is for a dad to be there. But they would say, well, I don't want to be there because of X, Y, and Z. But what made you want to be there?
Because he was mine. He was mine too. It took a part of her chromosomes, a part of her body, just like it took a
Mhm.
part of my body.
Yeah,
She didn't make him by herself.
right.
It, two adults, and we came together. Of course, we was already in a relationship and everything, but um, because I didn't want her to feel alone, and on top of
Okay.
that, because I was her man. I was her boyfriend. It was I was required to be there if nobody else was going to be there because he was
Okay.
my child.
Okay.
So
So
I
what
was
made
going to
you
be
get
there
that?
regardless.
So what made you, but like, take me back through your childhood. What would make you want to have that idea? Because I mean, the baby is any particular, the guy and the girl get together, and the child is still his and hers, but he may not want to be there. Now, I'm not taking responsibility off of women, but you know what I'm saying, this conversation is strictly for trying to educate men on what it is to be a father, right? So take me back through your childhood as far as like coming up to this point of why you would even see the point of being there. Does that make sense?
Well, first and foremost, I am 30 and I still don't know my dad. My mom had a
Wow.
few pictures of him. I'm
Okay.
so little in the photos. I have to be at least 5 or 6.
Oh
So
wow.
growing up, growing up without a dad made me more um, goal oriented to be there to be a dad. Of
Yeah.
course, everybody has a vision and a goal to have X amount of kids, but to be a dad, to be there, to know what the impact is to not have a father around, I had to be there. I'm sorry, you
Mm,
you couldn't talk me out of it. You couldn't
wow.
get me out of it. I had
Wow.
to be there, and I was
Wow.
going to be there, and I am still there to this day.
That's what's
So
up. So what was the so not going up without a father? Like what do you feel like you missed? Because some guys would say that they don't feel like they miss anything, and then there are other guys say they miss a lot. So where do you fall at? What do you feel like you miss not having a father?
okay, so um, I didn't hear this until a couple years ago.
Okay.
Um, that him not being there was probably God's way of protecting me.
Hmm.
That's one way to look at
Interesting.
it. But at
Interesting.
the same time, I didn't have an older brother. I was the only guy in my family. My cousins were all spread it apart.
Wow.
My older male cousins were spread it apart. So I grew up around a lot of females, just like I'm pretty sure a lot of other guys do. Whether
Yeah.
teenagers or guys old as me or old as you. Um,
Yeah.
but because I didn't have any male influences in my life, so I didn't have a dad either. So I missed out on throwing the football. I missed out on learning how to tie a tie. I missed out
Yes.
on learning how to dress as uh, as a man on his first day of the job or first
Yeah.
interview. But
Yeah.
luckily, God gave my mom strength to teach me the right way because
Okay.
she gave me it for adoption too. Like, oh, his father don't want nothing to do with him. I don't want nothing to do with him.
That's
But luckily,
true.
my mother wasn't like that. But yeah, what I missed out on that I could track is that I missed out on throwing the football, shooting the hoop. Maybe him teach me how to tie my shoe. Uh,
Mm.
how to talk to a woman the right way in
Oh yeah,
certain
for sure.
and just little stuff because it's the little things that count. I mean, of course, you're there to change diapers and help me tie my shoe, help me ride a bike on bicycle
Yeah.
on training wheels or whatever.
Yeah.
But for that part, I missed out on. Like I would watch like football and like nobody could explain it to me. So like stuff like that, like I would miss.
Wow.
I'm just saying, like, don't get me wrong. Like, I always ask questions like, "What's that yellow line?" or whatever. I
Yes.
would like play with the kids at school, and then they'll teach me the rules and stuff about football and about basketball. What this hoop is called, if you stand behind this line, what that shot is called. But it's a father's job to be there,
I see
and
you.
that's what I missed out on. Of course, growing up in the '90s, the Nerf gun was very popular in the
Yes.
2000s. So I
Yes.
got I got missed out on the opportunity on learning how to play Nerf ball and everything like that. And it was just
Wow.
something I couldn't do because first and foremost I didn't have a dad to teach me, and my male cousins were all
Nowhere
around.
around.
So
Wow. So when do you remember your first male mentor? Or do you even have you ever had one?
of course, growing up, my mom had different boyfriends. Okay, that's cool, but there
Yeah.
wasn't a father. There wasn't impactful.
Okay.
Somebody
I
took
feel where you
time
at.
specifically for me to sit me
Got
down
it.
and talk to me. And my uncles didn't either. Well, I got one uncle, but he didn't either because he was off doing other things.
Yeah.
So I would have to say my first male influence that I like followed had to be a guy at the church that I'm at now that
Okay.
passed away about five
Oh
years
man.
ago.
Oh
Um,
wow.
anyway, I called him Pops, and because he took in a lot of younger guys under his wing. He was an older guy. He was funny too.
Yeah.
But he took a lot of people, like a lot of younger guys that was fatherless,
Mm.
under his wing to like just talk to him, to just
Yeah.
mentor him. And actually, he was the one when Christiana came back from Alabama was like, "That's gonna be your girlfriend." He was the first person to tell me that. He didn't know
Really?
what me and Christiana already knew, but he knew, just
Wow.
based off the relationship that we had, that
Wow.
that was gonna be your girlfriend. And
Wow. That's
she
crazy.
was, and
So
just
what did you
him.
learn from him? What did you learn from him?
Um, First and foremost, he loved Marvel movies, and I did too. So we
Uh-oh.
had that in
Okay.
common.
Okay. What's your favorite before you get into it?
My favorite Marvel movie has to be Civil War,
Okay. That's fair.
Captain
Okay.
America: Civil War, for real.
Okay. That's fair. That's
No,
what's
no, no,
up.
no.
Okay.
Winter Soldier, which was the second one, because that was before Marvel started to get funny and wanted to tell jokes and stupid stuff. That was
Yeah.
just a real in your face Marvel
We just
comic
fighting.
movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a lot of action.
Fighting, everything. A lot of action. A lot
That's
of
good.
action. I loved it.
That's what's up. That's what's
But
up.
like
Okay.
I had that with him, and the fact that when I was having issues with Christiana in our
Mhm.
relationship, I could turn to him and I can talk to him.
Mm,
He'd tell me like what I did wrong, what she said was wrong, how I could have reacted better, and just different stuff like that. And every now and then, I'll slip up and call him dad. No lie.
wow. Wow.
And I still
Wow.
have his obituary on the
Man.
dresser at the house. And I actually met him through a guy from the church named Darion,
Yeah.
because Darion was his son as well. And I was
Okay.
really close with Darion because we were the only young adult males in the church at the time.
What? Man, is it a
Yeah.
smaller
So
church?
Darion, and then Akil that ran sound. But Akil
Okay.
was dating who to his wife now or whatever. But
Oh,
only me
okay.
and Darion, we were really close. We were the only young adults, like maybe 21, 22 in the church. We love Christian hip hop just like we do now.
That's what's
And
up.
since
We're gonna talk
Darion
about that.
already knew about this guy who we both call Pops, so he introduced me, and Pops just took me under his wing. And he was like, "Yeah, Christiana's gonna be your girlfriend," and
Wow.
he was there through everything, man.
That's what's
Out of
up.
town trips with the church. I was there to take him to work if he missed the bus or whatever. Just little stuff like that.
That's
But
what's
again,
up.
I was over 18, but I still long for that father and son kind of relationship, and that's what I got from Pops.
Yeah. So you knew, like, yeah, because for me, I think when I turned 30, and I had my first kid. That's when I felt like I was an adult, and I was married. I had a job, and I was working on some things. And so my mentors, I had an uncle who's on the first episode who was one of my mentors growing up. But I'm feeling you right there when you say like you long to have one. It's just that sense of emptiness to a degree of like I'm missing something from a male's point of view. Like I hear the woman's point of view, and it's good, but how is it that that's going to help me growing up? Because my mom has seven brothers and sisters, and having her and four sisters was the most that I heard compared to my uncle, who I gravitated to more, and he's 14 years older than me. You know what I'm saying? But I gravitated to him more than I gravitated to any of the women. So I'm with you on that. It's something inherent about us that wants a male figure to help us with something, right? So yeah, that's good, man. When do you take me back to like when you was in high school then? Like, what's your earliest memories of like how you were in high school?
So all throughout middle school and high school, actually elementary school, I
Okay,
was
take
a
me back.
I was a ladies' man from
Okay.
like third grade.
Oh,
Like
okay.
like the first and foremost, I had long hair. The girls wanted to brush my hair.
I
In
see.
in kindergarten, if I'm not mistaken, my teacher had approached my mom, was like, "You ever thought about cutting his hair because everybody thinks he's a girl?" And
Mm.
my mom was like, "Well, next time they think he's a girl, tell him to pull his pants down."
Oh my God. What? Your mom said that to the teacher?
She said that to the teacher, and my mom was like, "I
What?
guarantee you, if he pulls his pants down in class, they'll never have to ask or even think that he's a girl ever
What?
again."
What a story, bro. What a story. Were you there when she said that?
No, I don't even remember that. So without my mom telling me that,
That's
I
crazy.
probably would have never recalled that. But I did. I had long hair all the way up until 2010, and then I cut it for the first time. No,
Okay.
2005, and then I cut it for
Okay.
the first time. I think in 2005 I was going to the maybe the fifth grade. I think
Okay.
so. Anyway, it was
Okay.
too long to count. I don't know.
Yeah,
Anyway,
no
I remember
doubt.
that story, and I remember being really close friends with a girl named Australia and her best friend named Ashley. And there was a guy who, of course, we're young, so we don't know how to say like we're attracted to you. Can I get to know you? But he used to always hit on this girl, and of course, me growing up not knowing, like I slap him, like that ain't the way you supposed to play with her. And,
Oh, wow.
and like every time I would like get in trouble.
Okay. Well, why wouldn't you? I mean, you slapping somebody, bro.
So of course, continue to grow. Middle school, I went to Lindsay Technical Middle School in Hampton, Virginia. I was in
Okay.
Hampton, Virginia with my older sister Kanisha from 2003 until 2005, and then that fall of 2005 I started high school, which is ninth grade. Um,
Mm,
so while I was in Lindsay, I mean in Hampton at Lindsay Technical Middle School,
yeah.
um, I was popular with the ladies because I was
Mm,
popular with the two, I guess, most popular guys. So
okay.
it
So
was
y'all was kind of like in this group,
Michael
or
Mack,
yeah.
and they just took me underneath their wing because I was a new kid on the block. I
Okay.
was the only light skinned one in the group, and the
Okay.
ladies love Michael and Billy. So why not love Eliseo? And that's actually into how I learned how to talk to a girl.
No way.
Like spit game, get
In
numbers
middle schools, bro.
in middle school. Like,
That's
yeah, sure,
crazy.
let me
I used
get
to
your
teach middle school
homework
too, so I
for
used to
real.
do. Yeah, I taught middle school for 11 years, man. So I,
Yeah.
I I remember talking to those little dudes. Talking, I would talk bad to y'all in class, man. I would tell, listen, I would tell the little girls, like, don't talk to these dudes, man. Something wrong with them. Like they special, but obviously they not listening. So you in middle school and you talking to the ladies, and then so you was a ladies man, and then even moving to high school, it's the same process. Like you're not doing no schoolwork, you just there to study the girls. Is that
See,
what you're
that's
saying?
the thing. Like, I was doing schoolwork, and like every
Okay,
so often, because I was running with the popular guys,
okay,
I had long, luxurious hair.
okay,
The ladies loved it.
okay.
And
I got you.
now, from middle school, I was cool with the fellas. When it got to high school, it was a problem because
Okay.
the fellas didn't like the fact that I knew all the girls.
Mm,
That I used to go to house parties when I was in the freshman, when I was in the ninth grade, and when I was in the 10th grade, and sometimes in the 11th grade with the homie Brandon. And
got it.
I used to dance. I was a dancer in middle school at some of our parties that we had in Hampton,
Okay,
and they did not like to see me coming because I
okay,
was the same animal. I would take You would come to the house party with your girlfriend, and I would take her and dance with her. Fellas didn't like it. Fellas didn't like it
I mean, you wouldn't like that either.
at all.
Okay, that's what's up. So we in high school, we doing the dancing, and then so was this developing who you were becoming as you transitioned out of high school? You were just, you know,
Kinda,
okay,
because like now again, I would neglect homework on the weekends so I can go to the house parties.
okay,
And then I eventually got serious about my schoolwork and everything, homework included. Um, like the middle of my 11th grade year, and then my high school senior year, and then I graduated. And then after that, because I was so popular with the ladies,
yeah,
like I had a bunch of female friends. Even now, like I have some really trusted female friends that I could go to, and we can pray, we can talk, we can laugh, and everything. So I'm guessing because of my earlier training, my
yeah,
earlier ways of talking to females,
yeah,
it just continued on with me. Um,
okay,
so after, so again, so I graduate high school, and I still have my long hair.
yeah,
Prom night, still have my long hair, and
hmm,
everyone was like, "Oh, Eliseo, I didn't know your hair was that long." Blah blah blah. I still got pictures to this day, bro.
wow.
So
You like
grad
keeping memories, bro.
graduate, going to the workforce with the summer program because uh, uh, man,
In
I
summer
can
program
some kind of summer program they used to come to the school to
to recruit or to kind
yes,
of do a.
to recruit people for the job force
Oh,
because you're about
okay,
to
okay,
graduate, so you can go right into the workforce.
yeah, I know what you're talking about.
So started with them, and I was at Building Value, which is like a Home Depot kind of store,
Okay,
um, for the summer of 2009, which is when I graduated. And there was this young lady named Amber, if I'm not mistaken. Amber had a boyfriend that used to drop her off at work every day, and Amber used to look me up and down
mm-hmm.
like she wanted me at work.
Oh wow, okay,
And I mean, she had a nice body and everything. And the fellas that I was working with, because they came from different schools in Cincinnati through the same program, like Eliseo, man, you need to get on that. Eliseo, you
mm.
should let her look you up and down like that. You should go ahead and get some of that.
Oh
Blah blah.
wow,
So
wow,
and
wow.
then on the other hand, I had some coworkers like Eliseo, man. I know you see her dude drop her off every day
Okay,
at the same time. You shouldn't
okay,
do that, no matter how good she looked and what she looked like, how she looking at you. Blah 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 blah.
right,
Let's get this
right,
money. Let's go home. That's it.
right, right.
So eventually, I exchanged. I get Amber alone, whatever her name was, and we exchanged numbers. And we didn't go on any dates or nothing, but we talked a whole lot when her boyfriend went around.
That's what's up. So did you end up going to college or you went to trade school? What you end up doing after high school?
So after high school, after that summer program, I went into uh, a temporary agency named
Okay,
Staff Mark here in Cincinnati, and I
okay,
worked for Staff Mark from. So the summer program was from June until September, and then we had the graduation ceremony. We got our certificates, thank you, gift cards, presentation, whatever. And maybe November of 2009 until March 2010,
yeah,
uh, I went on the road with Eddie
okay.
James Ministries, and which is
That
out
just
of
sound familiar.
Phoenix, Arizona, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay,
Eddie James is very popular. I
okay,
didn't know anything about him until he came to my church,
okay,
and the organ player, the keyboard player, Mr. David Miner knew what I was trying to do at the church.
okay,
Far as starting up a dancing ministry, a step ministry,
okay.
trying to get more youth involved in the church.
Yeah,
So after Eddie and them came, they danced and then preached or whatever. After 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 the pastor opened up the doors of the church and we were leaving the church, David called me down to the front because I used to sit in the back of the church. And he was like, "How would you like? Did you enjoy what you saw today?" I was like, "Bro, that was phenomenal. I love what I saw today." He was like, "How
Okay.
would you feel about traveling with them?" I was like, "What do you mean traveling with them? They coming back or what?" He was like, "No, like they about to go to another city right now. Like, how would you feel about traveling full time with Eddie and
Wow.
his team?" I was like, "I would love it. Like, it's Sunday. I'll call off right now for tomorrow."
Yeah.
And he said, "Okay, well, give me about 2 hours. Let me talk to Eddie and see what he wants to do because he's looking for more African American male dancers.
Okay.
Because at the
Okay.
time it was only one African American male dancer, and
Really?
the rest was Caucasian and one was Hispanic. And he
Okay.
was just trying to divert. He was just trying to get more African American dancers,
Okay.
male dancers.
Okay.
And
And so then so how long did that last?
so I went on the road. March 13th. I never forget it because I had got my last check on March 10th from the temporary agency
Yeah.
until May 1st. So about a month
Okay.
and a half. And when
Okay.
I tell you this, bro, we were in a different city every night. You can look on my
Jeez.
Facebook page right now. I have a photo album called EJM.
Wow.
That stands for Eddie James Ministries, and those are the pictures that we took while we were on the road.
Wow.
I actually, because I was with Eddie and the team, I got a chance to see the Grand Canyon because a lot of people don't get to see the Grand Canyon. So I thought that was
Mm.
pretty dope. I got a
Right.
chance to just see people. I got a chance to see the raw side of the gospel
Mm.
not being preached
Yeah.
to the gangsters, to the people who face suicide, to the
Yeah.
people who are like basically forcing these situations. Because
Yeah.
when you grow up in the church all your life, you don't see that kind of stuff. You don't hear that
Mm.
kind of stuff because
They're
you're
not
in church
talking about it.
4 days a week, and then you go to school, you do homework, and then you play outside with your friends.
Yeah.
You don't hear nothing
Yeah.
like that. Like,
Yeah.
oh
For
yeah,
sure.
teenagers facing suicide or this person just jumped off a
Right.
cliff. You
Right.
don't hear that kind of stuff growing up.
That's
So it
true.
was it was new to me. And of course, all of us that's a part of EJM, we're from different parts of the world. We're from different
Okay.
cities and different
So you got
states.
to learn different cultures, different ethnicities.
Yeah,
You got to learn a lot about different people, which I'm
right,
assuming would build you as an individual in how to respond and communicate to anybody. I would assume.
right. So traveled with Eddie for a month and a half. We went from So they went from Cincinnati to West Virginia, which is when I joined the team. We went from West Virginia to DC
Mm,
or about DC, and then we shot down to Arizona, to Texas, to Georgia, back up to North Carolina.
mm,
In North Carolina is when I got sick. Don't even remember what part of North Carolina it was, but anyway, I got sick.
wow.
I experienced sleep paralysis in the daytime. Did not know what
Mm,
that was until I got back to Cincinnati. I
wow.
had been experiencing episodes of sleep paralysis in the daytime. Uh, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday,
Wow.
and then my mom was like on Friday. He's having all this happen when you guys are on the road. Send
Mm,
him back home. And
wow.
because of the kind of ministry it is, they can't just send you home. Of course, they have to find planes that coincides with their schedule or bus routes that coincides with their schedule and the cheapest route. So they sent me home from North Carolina back to Ohio. I had a 16-hour layover in North Carolina.
Yeah.
Anyway, wherever it was at, it was way too long for me to be by myself as sick as I was.
That's crazy.
Um,
So you have nobody. So you have nobody with you. Where was
Nobody.
where was Eddie James at?
Eddie was still on the road with his crew.
Okay. So was he any type of father figure for you all, or did you
So
was like how did that go?
Eddie, Now, as famous as he is, every time he comes to Cincinnati, because I traveled on the road with him, of course, everybody knows him about Chico because that's what my mom called me since I was born. Well,
Okay.
before I was born.
Yeah.
So when I got on the road with Eddie, oh, what's your name? Oh, I'm Chico. What's your name? So now I'm known as Chico to Eddie and the team.
Okay.
So every time Eddie James and his ministry comes to town, I get a free backstage pass.
Okay.
Backstage passes are not even sold or even available.
Okay.
So I get a
Okay.
chance to see Eddie every time he comes to Cincinnati, and he
So he
welcomes me
was.
with
That's good
and
stuff, man.
everything.
So he. So was he? So there was some type of relationship there, with
Right,
for him to be like, okay, yeah, dude, when I'm in town, hey, you can come. You can come with us.
right.
That's what's up. So then you. So you. That's a month and a half. So after this transition happens, as far as like being on the road, then when do you get to the point of because that's like in between. It's probably like 4 or 5 years before you have your first kid. I mean, you have your son. Right? Is that right?
Yes.
I'm like 6 or 7, maybe. So you're
So
doing. So you're doing a lot of just individual things.
so I get back to Cincinnati and I still have my PlayStation 3 even to this day. So uh April, well May, June 2010, I found out about this online community on the PlayStation Network called PS Home, which was a software that the PlayStation platform was offering for online gamers.
Hmm.
And they had these fams, these organizations with people all around the world. So I joined a couple fams, learned about the do's and don'ts about PlayStation Home, and then I can go out and do my own thing, meet other people. And in 2011, I was the I'm pretty sure you've heard of MTV Cribs. I was the organizer
Yeah, yeah,
for
of
a
course.
production company on PlayStation Home.
Oh
And
wow,
you can dress
wow.
up, you can like decorate your apartment or your house that you can buy.
Oh,
And
okay.
I was the person that will book you to
Oh
have
wow,
your place recorded and put onto our YouTube channel.
that's crazy.
So
Wow.
because I was the coordinator and the promoter for It's Brook and Enterprise, I met a guy named Keithan Drake that lives in Wisconsin. Even now, he just got his master. So Keithan, aka Mr. Shekinah, uh, Pastor Shekinah, he has his credential to be a pastor, and his grandmother had passed away early 2011, and
Mm.
he had built a house in her memory, and he had wanted it recorded and
Oh
put on
wow.
YouTube, which is when I
Okay.
come in. So of course I go and I talk to him. Okay, well this is amazing. This would be perfect for our channel. Blah 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 blah. Tell me a little bit about yourself. Oh, well, I'm Keaton. I just graduated from Bible seminar, and I got all these credentials. Bible seminar. I'm a Christian too. What?
Mm.
What? So then we come together, and one day, one Sunday, I will never forget this. 2011, I get this phone call. Hey, yo, E, where you at, man? You will never believe where I'm at. I'm on. Where you at, bro? I am at a church service on PlayStation Home, bro. Give me
What?
5. I will be at home. I will log in. I'm there. Send me an invite. So I
Wow.
get the invite. So I get the invite, and I turn on my PlayStation 3 and I see everybody that's online. And I'm like, hey y'all, it's a church on PlayStation Home. I'm about to go. Do you want to invite? Yes or no? Let me know. And soon as I get on to my soon as I get into my Harbor Studio on PlayStation Home,
Mm-hmm.
I get all these invites. Blah 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 wants to visit you. Pastor Shekinah wants to visit you. Miss Brooklyn wants to visit you. Da-da-da. So I said, oh, I think you can have up to 18 people inside of your Harbor Studio. So I invited
Mm-hmm.
all 18 people. I got the clubhouse invite so I can invite these 18 people because you can have 32 people inside of the
Yeah.
clubhouse at one time. So then
Yeah.
we to the church service. I'll go to the church service. And it's our first service. Now, again, Keithan already has credentials to be a pastor.
Okay.
So now they like, bro, like we really enjoyed this. We should do this again next Sunday. But
Okay.
who clubhouse is it going to be in? So Keaton goes out and buys a clubhouse. I go out and buy a clubhouse, and we have church on PlayStation Home for
Oh
three
wow.
and a half years, from
Oh wow.
2011 to
Okay.
2015, and I will never forget it. I got flyers on my page right now from the events that we used to do, the Bible studies that we used to do. Our avatars look just like us
Oh wow.
on these
That's
flyers.
what's
I would
up.
have to send it to you for you to
Yeah.
believe it.
It should.
I
Oh
have,
yeah, for sure.
we had convocations, um, every other year, and I have footage on my YouTube channel even now.
Wow.
So I have always been working for the Lord, and Keithan is a father. I'm a father. We have seen and witnessed the hand of God move in people's lives on
Wow.
this PlayStation platform. And
Wow.
we've been preaching and spreading the gospel since before PlayStation Home, and we still preaching the gospel even
That's
now. Even
crazy.
our radio show, the KS radio show, is centered around Jesus Christ and people's testimony and music. So
Wow. So all
I'm
y'all
glad.
just came together is just at one time. Y'all was like, okay, I'm a Christian.
Yes,
You a Christian. Okay, cool. Let's do something together.
exactly.
Okay.
We've shot
That's right.
movies, we've shot short films, we've shot
Oh
documentaries.
wow.
Ethan, actually, because he was in school at the time to get his bachelor's, he
Yeah.
used footage as a documentary as a homework assignment for his class. On home. I was, he called
That's
me up.
what's up.
Hey, yo, BFF, I got a favor. So you know I'm in school right now. I was like, yeah, I know you're in school. What's up? He was like, I want to do a documentary and I want to use it as a class project. Would you be a? Can I use you in my documentary? Yeah, bro.
Right.
I
Absolutely.
get off at so and so time on Thursday. Let's do it. So of course we got the church members together, and everybody was like, "Yeah, bro, we'd like to be a part and to tell your professor what we think about PlayStation Home, and you're gonna get a good grade." So
Wow. That's
from
crazy.
from from Eddie James Ministries to
Yeah.
PlayStation Home
Yeah.
to concerts here in Cincinnati, and
Yeah.
now having my radio show,
That's
all
dope.
for Jesus.
That's what's up, bro. So you right now you're doing music. So you're doing a DJ. You're a DJ. So you're doing what type of music are you doing?
So I'm a host, and I play a lot of Christian rap because in 2009 I had just graduated from high school, and I was really close friends with a girl named Michaela. Again, I
Okay.
was popular with the ladies,
Yeah.
so I was really cool with Michaela, and I was like, "What are you doing? What are you up to?" And she was like, "Oh, I'm just going to my next class." I was texting her. I'll never forget it. And she was like, oh, I'm just going to my next class, listening to music, waiting on the class to start. And I was like, what you listening to?
What?
And she was like,
Was
I'm
she
listening
listening
to
to
Lecrae.
Lecrae?
Oh, I was like, who is Lecrae? Because I've
Mm-hmm.
been in church all my life. So I'm
Mm.
listening to like Young Money. I'm listening to like Drake,
Of course.
Jeezy,
Right.
but I'm still going to church. I'm like,
Yeah.
who is Lecrae? And
Yeah.
she was like, oh, he's this gospel rapper. And I was like, gospel rapper.
Yeah.
So let me YouTube him on my PS3.
Yeah.
Found one song, listened to it. Found another song, listened to
Yeah.
it. And I
Yeah.
was like, let me
Dude.
see if
Yeah.
he has like some mixtapes or like some CDs out.
Mhm.
FYE was in the mall, in the Kenwood Mall here in
Yeah.
Cincinnati.
I remember. Yeah. That's when it was. Yeah. When it was popping. Yeah.
And I said, let me go buy a Lecrae CD. The first CD I bought was Rebel.
Yeah. Oh, so you didn't even have after the music stops.
Nope, I did. I went
Yeah.
from I went. Oh, it was Rehab. It was Rehab.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah.
The
Yeah.
great,
That was
the
the
black
red.
with him in
Yeah.
the white hoodie. That was the very first album I ever
Okay.
bought, and
Okay.
I still have it to this
Oh,
day.
period. So you saying that's the first album you bought? Period.
That's
Was the
the
crazy
first
album.
Lecrae album I've ever bought.
Oh, okay. Got
Then
it.
I heard about Trip Lee, and then it just trickled down the hill from there. And
Yeah.
2013 rolled around, and it was like, "Hey, y'all, we having this gospel concert in the city. We want you to come out." And I'm like,
Yeah.
"Gospel rap in Cincinnati? I'm
Yeah.
there."
Yeah.
So got in touch with all the local
2013.
artists,
Yeah. Yeah.
and
Oh, okay. 2013. Yeah. I was here in Dallas.
I just been on the grind ever since.
That's what's
That,
up,
that's
man.
that's
That's what's
actually
up.
why I have the name KS, because KS stands for Kingdom Supporter, and that's the nickname that I was given because of all the concerts, all the tickets, all the CDs, all the links that I've
Mm,
bought since 2013
that's
for
what's
the city of Cincinnati, all the talent in the city of Cincinnati. That's why I have the nickname KS. And
that's
then God
dope.
entrusted me to have a radio show, which is a higher platform for support.
Yeah, that's dope, man. Like to I don't know if you ever heard of Red Ink Army, but I was a part of that ministry. We had opened up for Lecrae like a couple different times when I was doing music. What was that? It's over 10 years ago now. But when Rebel came out, before Rebel came out, we had opened up for him at this small church in Woodville, and we had connected with the dude, and as far we did like a Bible study right before we went out or whatever, and then we did another concert like in a small town called Lufkin, Texas, which is very small, and we opened up for them. That's when they had signed Derek Minor
Okay.
during that time, and they were just real cool. Like Lecrae has always been a genuine dude. So shout out to him and all of them cats were pretty genuine. That's when I think right after, or maybe Shelby Rocker may have been on that particular tour. I want to say it was like 2010 ish or something like that. So yeah, I used to be definitely heavy into Christian hip hop for about 7 years though. So I know where you at in that excitement, man. That those were the days, bro. So then, so you still do that? Even so now take us back to like I know you still do that because of the radio station. So how does your son fit into your time schedule?
So because my show is an internet radio show, I don't have to go to a studio or anything.
Okay.
Some Fridays I do my show from my pastor's house because my pastor is granddad, and
Oh,
and
what?
and
Okay, I got it. I'm there
and
now.
and every interview, I'm sitting at the table, and my son is 2 seats away from me on his tablet
Okay.
watching daddy do God's work. And,
Oh, that's what's up.
and
Okay.
and if it's on a specific day that I have my son, like an evening or like an afternoon that I have my son and there's a concert, I take my son to the concert.
Oh, okay.
He loves going to the concert. I have videos of him at concerts turning up
I'm sure
by
you
his.
do, man. Like you're not finna miss out on no opportunities to get no photo
I'm
action.
not, and more importantly, I'm not going to miss out on the opportunity for him to hear the gospel and see the
Mm,
excitement that other people have for Jesus, because it's not just daddy that has the same excitement. It's
yeah, that's good.
artists, it's these other dads, it's these other mothers, and even other kids that might
Yeah,
not understand it yet, but you guys are around the same age and
yeah.
build that friendship and so forth. So
That's
yeah,
what's up.
goes to concerts with me. It if I'm not mistaken, before Corona, before he started at the new daycare, I would pick him up at his old daycare on a
Hmm.
Friday or maybe like a Tuesday or something, and
Hmm.
he will not say hello, Dad. He be like, Dad, is there a concert? Like he don't want to say hello. He don't
That's
want to
what's
give me a
up.
hug. He wants to know, Daddy, is there a concert
It
today?
must be a lot of you. So you promote a lot of concerts.
Yeah, I do, because
That's
of
what's
all
up.
the talent that's here in Cincinnati. We got K Drama, we got A Easy, we
Oh
got Iceberg
yeah.
17, we got Donnie Dma, we got Herman Noble Flatboy, we got Message Music, we got Chrissy Payne. That's just seven. We got Deacon Matt.
Wow.
We got choirs, of course, here in Cincinnati. So sometimes the
Yeah,
choir worship teams, they put on concerts too. We got
I got it.
indoor events and outdoor events.
That's dope.
What you trying to do, my son? We could go do whatever you want to do.
That's what's
You
up.
want to get ice cream before the concert, or you want to eat dinner before the concert? We gonna be there on time. Is there a concert? Yes, it is. You trying to go? Let's do it.
That's what's up. So what have you seen from him um as he, I mean he's three. I have four. So mine are 11, 11, 9, 6, and 2. Right. So what have you seen as far as the transition from, of course, when he was a baby until he's entering these toddler stages that you was like, man, this is tough, but this is how I'm gonna work through this.
So first and foremost, because I was raised with a single mother, of course, sometimes her aggression comes out. So now that I have a son, sometimes my aggression comes out when it doesn't need to. Because
Yeah.
if I tell you twice, no, no, no. If I tell you three times, the fourth time I'ma snatch you. So
Okay.
so
Okay.
I told you the first time, don't jump off the couch.
Yeah.
Told you the second time, don't jump off the ottoman. Don't jump down the steps. And you don't listen. So now, because of praying with him, I've
Yeah.
learned to turn my aggression down a little bit, not make aggression my first choice, but my last choice, and just
Mm,
talk to her like, why did you do that? Well, now you're hurt. So why are you hurt? Because I jumped off the couch. Well, didn't I tell you to not jump off the couch?
yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah.
now you're learning. Other than that, of course, with him loving to learn, loving school, we do ABC Mouse a lot.
Okay.
And
Okay.
because of the platform that ABC Mouse is, he gets a chance to earn tickets, which actually
Mm.
gives him enough tickets to buy something that he wants, maybe a
Like
pet.
literally buy something.
Yeah, like a pet or something for his
Wow.
avatar room or something like a
Okay.
shirt or something for his avatar.
Oh, okay. Okay. I got you. I got you. Yes. 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 I'm with you now.
So because he loves learning, so
Yeah.
abcmouse.com is an app or something that you can download on your phone, on your laptop or tablet or whatever. Of course, you pay
Yeah.
for the subscription,
Yeah.
but it's definitely worth it. And they
Yeah.
reward
An
you after
investment.
every lesson, after every book you read, after every letter that you color, or after
Oh
every
wow.
game you play.
That's
And
cool. Yeah.
after you store so many tickets, you could spend them on maybe a lamp for your room or maybe a brand new t-shirt.
Yeah.
I
That's
don't know.
cool.
And he loves that. So the fact that he loves school and loves learning, um, he always chooses abcmouse.com.
That's
Of
what's
course,
up.
because of bedtime, because he's a pastor's grandson. So pastor
Yeah.
got all the books. They got all the books. So we read educational stuff. Maybe something about dinosaurs, maybe something about
Mm,
sea creatures in the ocean, or
yeah.
maybe Bible stories like Daniel and the Lion's Den. That's his favorite
Yeah.
one because he loves lions. Uh, maybe
why? Why
Adam and
not? I mean, you're the king of the
or
jungle, homie.
and Noah and the Ark because again he loves animals.
Yeah.
So that's just what I do on my part. Now I'm sure the wonderful, phenomenal woman that Christiana is, I'm pretty sure that she has her own bonding technique
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
with our son that helps him learn and everything. So, but that's just what I do on my end,
That's what's
and
up.
I try not to make aggression or being angry my first response or my second response. It's always my last response,
Okay.
and
That's good. So let me ask you this then to go along with that. Like how so for those that have because you just gave a compliment to the mother of your child. So what type of advice would you give to men in your same situation uh, regarding the mother of their children? Like if they're if them because some of course there are mothers that like listen, homie, I'm not finna put up with you. I don't even want you here. But if the situation comes to where the dad gets to see the child, how would you present or I guess communicate to that young man or older man, if you will, how to interact with the mother of their child?
okay. First and foremost, every situation is different.
Yeah, for
Some
sure.
people they get courts involved. Some people they don't get courts involved. My opinion, my advice is that we're grown. We shouldn't have to have the courts tell us a schedule for a child that we birthed.
Okay.
But If the situation gets out of hand and you are tired of each other, then definitely sit down with a counselor, some
Mm,
kind of mediator, a pastor or something. I'm lucky on my behalf that her dad is a pastor, and he's
mm,
actually the pastor of the church that I attend.
mm,
So, but definitely sit down, and then if you guys can't come to an agreement, try your best to come to an agreement. The
mm,
Lord had to tell me and show me. Now, again, I was with the mother of my child in a relationship for 3.5 years. And I did something wrong in our relationship that made us break up. It's fine. It happens. It's normal. It's life. But through our breakup, the Lord showed me that because you are Tristan's father and he is your son is going to look to you to set the example, just like he looks to his mother to set the example too.
mm. Yeah, for sure.
And if Tristan, if the kid doesn't get it from his parents, then where is he going to get it from? He's going to get it from the world. He's going to get
Yeah,
it from the streets. He's going to get
yeah,
it from the kids at the daycare. And
right,
we can't have that.
right. That's what's
So
up.
the Lord told me, in order for Tristan, which is my son, to know what love looks like, he's going to have to see daddy love mommy. And
Mm,
what does they look like?
yeah,
That looks like honoring her, respecting her, not calling her out her name, even when she could be wrong.
yeah,
And it takes a mature person to do that.
for sure.
Mature person to overlook your feelings, overlook your anger, your issues, and come to a solid, concrete agreement that will benefit your child. So
That's what's up.
the Lord had to show me that I set the example for my child, just
That's
like
what's up.
every
Yeah, the
father
truth.
does, just like every mom does. Or if you have adopted children, they look to you to be the example because you are
Mhm.
the head of the household, because
Yeah,
they look to you for everything. They look to you for everything.
and you got to
And
model it.
you got to model it. There's no getting around it. You have to model it.
Yeah,
And that comes in the form of respect, of love. The Bible tells us to love our neighbors, to pray for our enemies, to pray for those who
mm,
despitefully use us
yeah.
and that backstab us.
That's
Pray
what's
for
up.
your enemies. So through prayer, love, honor, and respect, um, you can have a great relationship with your significant other,
The,
whether you
or the
guys
mother
are
of your child. Yeah,
or not, because ultimately we have to please God,
yeah.
and
That's what's up.
ultimately we have to set the example. There's no excuses, there's no buts, there's no way to get around it. And the Lord had to sit me down in my private time to show me that,
Mm,
because no matter what the situation is, whether you are with the mother of your child or with your baby daddy or not, you still have to love and honor that person in order
for sure.
for the child
Yeah,
to love
because it's still the Imago Day.
the person.
It's still made in the image of God. I mean, you got to look at it like that,
Right.
uh, and understand that we're flawed individuals, and so there's going to be some dissension there, if you will. Like, but at the same time, this is the mother of my child. So I need to let him see that although we're not together in that way, that I still need to respect her in that way. So that's what's up, man. That's good
or
stuff.
or as a woman, respect him,
Mm,
because women are just as imperfect as men
for
are
sure.
imperfect.
Yeah, for sure.
it,
Absolutely.
it, it has to be a mutual two-way street kind of agreement.
Oh yeah, for sure. Totally agree with that, man. Let me
And
ask you this. Go ahead.
if you have done anything wrong, then you have to practice forgiveness as well.
That's
you
big,
have,
bro.
you have to forgive yourself in order, whether if the other whether if the man messed up or the woman messed up, you have to forgive them in order to love them, to set the example for your child.
That's
Because
big.
your child looks at it, anything you do, everything you do,
Mhm.
everything you say,
Yep.
you have to set the example. And it comes through
Absolutely.
forgiveness, love, honor, and respect.
And respect. That's what's up, man. That's good stuff, dude. The I have a couple last questions. These are our fun questions. I'm gonna have you give me a number between 1 and 44, and then I'm gonna read the question. Yep, 1 and 44. I'm gonna read the question, and then you'll answer it however you want to answer it. And then I'll hit you with the last question of the interview. You ready?
Okay.
All right. Give me a number 1 through 44.
3.
What are your memories about the houses you lived in as a kid? Do you have a favorite?
I've lived in 2 houses in Gary, and then we didn't have a house in Hampton, but we had a couple of apartment complexes. I would have to say, man, I don't even know. Um,
A favorite memory?
I would have to say, um, the house that I lived in Gary, Indiana, which is where I'm from. The second house, it was on West 14th Avenue, if I'm not mistaken,
Okay.
about 3 blocks from the middle school, the elementary school I was going to. My favorite memory is that me and my sister, when we were younger, my sister would always trick me to play pool because I love to play pool. And it of course it'd be on school nights. Like, Alexis, come downstairs and shoot pool with me. And she'd be like, all right, chick, I'll be downstairs in a second. And then 30 minutes to go by and I come upstairs, find out she's asleep.
Ah, wow.
Like, my mother tells that story so often.
That's
And
funny.
it's just the fact that me and my sister, that we have that bond, as young as we were, to play with each other. And you should see our relationship now. Like, we are prayer partners for each other, and she's
That's
married with a
dope.
husband and 3 kids.
Ah, that's dope. That's dope.
So
Let me get that's what's up. Okay. Let me get you. Okay, what's the next number? 1 through 44.
4, because my son is about to be 4.
Okay, that's what's up, no doubt. Okay, not a problem. What did you have or play with as a child that kids don't have today?
Had to go seek.
They have high go see. Like what you
Name a group of kids that play hide go seek now.
my kids play high go see all the
Oh,
time. That's one
those
of the
kids
things.
are exceptional.
But-
'Cause most kids, they don't. Most kids and teenagers now, they are on their cell phones.
oh, okay. I
They
give
are
you
on
that.
their tablets. They are stuck in
Okay,
front of the TV screen. So yes, Haggle Seek and Mr. Freeze definitely are some childhood memories that I have that I would never.
okay. That's what's up. Okay. Second to last question. What number you got?
Uh, 30.
What made you successful at work?
Successful at work, as far as my
Yeah.
radio show.
Whatever work you want to put it in. It's not specific.
The fact that in the book of Mark, Jesus and his disciples, they broke the bread and fed the 5,000, and then Jesus crossed the river, and then he fed another 3,000. And every time him and the disciples broke bread and fed people, they always had more left over.
Yes.
Bottom line, Jesus was on his grind, so it takes a lot of
Mm,
and hard work in order to get the things that you want, which is how I have become successful in what I have.
that's what's up, man. And last question is, what do you want to your son to remember you by, or how, I'm sorry, how would you want your son to remember you, or what is you wanting your legacy to be? Whenever you pass on.
The fact that my dad loved me, and every Father's Day, I always had a different customized shirt.
What? You customize him a shirt every Father's Day?
Me and Tristan, we have customized Father's Day shirts every year,
Okay, that is cool, man. That's a really
different
cool
colors and
tradition.
different things.
That's what's up. You gonna continue that
I
forever?
am going to continue that.
That's what's up, man. That's a good one, man. And before we get out of here, tell the people about how they can get in touch with you. What is there a station they can tune into? to kind of see what's going on because I'm a fan of Christian rap long ago. I haven't been one for a while, so maybe you can change that.
Well, you can follow me everywhere on social media at KS Radio Show. The Facebook page is facebook.com/KS Radio Show 1. That's the one after the W. And be encouraged, man.
That's what's
Just
up.
love on people. Forgive when it's necessary and when it's not necessary.
So you saying always forgive? Sound like
Always forgive. Practice it. As hard as it may be, practice it. And just network and love on people.
that's
It
what's
doesn't
up.
always have to be about Jesus or business. Just call people just to see how they're doing. Inbox people that's on your friends list when it's not their birthday, just to see how they're
Mhm.
doing. Of course, because in the season of Corona, everybody's on edge.
Yeah.
Everybody is in need of something, and we're
Mm.
all in need of friends.
That's what's up. That's good, man. I really appreciate the time, Eliseo. That's my daughter banging at the door. It's my 2 year old. She's about to knock really hard. She's been patient. She's been patient. So she doesn't knock. She tries to break down the door. Is what she does. So
Gotcha.
uh, for sure, man. I really appreciate it. I'll if you could send me some of your links so I can put them in the comment section below or the description section below when I chop it up and send it out.
Okay. Would you like future flyers, or would you
Oh
like
yeah. Send me
link?
whatever it is that you want me to put up.
Okay, I got you.
Yeah, whatever
I
you
will
want me
do
to put up. I'll post it on here and I'll post it on my Facebook page.
that. Okay,
All
I
right.
got.
I appreciate you, homie.
I appreciate you, man. You have a blessed Tuesday night, man.
You do the same.